everybody. Hang in there. We are actually live today. Those of you listening on the radio wondering why it took so long. I was sitting there chit-chatting with Fred, and I hadn't turned YouTube on, hadn't turned the video on, hadn't turned my mic on, hadn't done anything. Just got busy chit-chatting. But we are live. This is Fred Fassett's Visionary Awareness right here on AchieveRadio.com. My name is Bill, and I assist Fred for the duration of this show. Which is 2 hours, by the way. For the next 2 hours, I will answer the phones, anybody that calls in, and read the messages that trickle in off the website. Speaking of phones, first I'm going to turn on the camera so you can watch Fred. Those of you watching on Achieve TV or YouTube Live, you can see Fred taking notes there, it looks like. But let's see here. Where am I at? Those of you who would like to call in, quite easy to do. Just dial 602-666-6027. 602-666-6027 is the number to call in if you'd like to get a live on-air reading with Fred. If you are the type that does not like to go on radio, which, believe it or not, I was that way years ago. When I was younger, I was so bashful, I even got stage fright talking on the phone. But if you don't care to talk on the phone live on the radio, you can send an InQuick instant message, which is a private one-way sort of a chat, a one-way private chat that comes right here to the studio. I do read most of your message out to Fred on the air. Because Fred has enough going on. He doesn't need to mess with the computer while we're doing a show. So you can send that. That's located on the right-hand sidebar of the Achieve Radio Studio A page, and also the Achieve TV page on the right-hand side. That's a private InQuick instant message. Comes direct to us, and we will answer any questions there. If you do that, please be sure to include the month, day, and year of your birthday. Makes it a whole lot easier for Fred to tune in for whatever reason. We also have a chat room. Anybody cares to participate, you can send a message there if you find that easier. That's located below the players on both the Achieve Radio, Achieve TV page and the Studio A page. There, if you're listening on the YouTube Live page, our brand new YouTube Live page, we do have the InQuick located on the right-hand sidebar. I don't think we have the chat room set up. No, we do not. But we do have the InQuick message. Most people prefer to send an InQuick message because it's a little easier to type and also is a little bit more private. But, yeah, you can watch on our YouTube live show. And yes, indeed, it does show live now on YouTube Live, Visionary Awareness with Psychic Fred Fassett. And that's, whoops, you probably heard it. I just queued it up there, and what do you know, it starts playing. Didn't mute the audio. Okay, let's see here. I'm a little discombobulated right at the moment because I'm clicking too many clickies all at once. So let's see where we're at here. I think we're good to go, Fred. Let me get you punched in here. There you are.
All right. Well, we're going to say one thing. My roommate's birthday was yesterday, and he got a lovely cake. My neighbor next door, everybody bakes professional cakes. So he got a mocha cake yesterday. I had a little tiny piece. I have to behave myself. Jeff Sherman in California said to me, no more sugar, because once candy is in your body, everybody, it kind of stays around. And this nasty thing happened to me in the late 80s for 10 years, and boy, did it create some stuff. But we're handling it again. And also, yesterday's birthday, you'll never get this one. I teased my roommate. It was Charlie Sheen's birthday. He was 49. Oh, boy. 49, and he looks, we won't go there. Let's just say, looks like he's aged a bit. And, go ahead, Bill.
I was just going to, what I told you, I was going to say that the herbs that Charlie Sheen uses are not exactly holistic herbs.
And the other thing, everybody, my main teacher, Chow Lee, has been with me for over, way over 40 some odd years ago when he came to me. He was with me as a child because you should have seen me going to stores and liking Asian stuff. And of course, my dad and the lady that raised me, that was a foreign object to them. Man, did I like to go into Asian restaurants and eat, not the spicy stuff. I did when I was younger. When we got older, that all changed. Some things that got in there. But anyway, all this thing. So he said after last week, now he's 4 foot tall. I'm between, I was 5'11". My little nurse that came over here says I shrunk to 5'9". How nervy of her. And so I have a tendency to slouch, and I said, do not put my head down. We're now on camera, because we used to do this in Redondo Beach and blow everybody away. And Patrick, my son, had did it. I don't know if it's still on my site or not, but it was quite profound when this one lady called in. And I didn't have a credit card machine the next day, but half of L.A. called me, and that's where it was, because he can do things I can't do it. Let me put it this way so you all understand. Of course, I have to repeat this probably. He's on almost up to the 7th plane, master. So he has to kind of, computers. He kind of has to download me in a sense. And he stands behind me. Over the years, he's been able to mix his energy with mine. But if you have an archangel or you have Jesus and so forth, which I've had experiences with Jesus when I got real sick a long time ago. They took some oral photography, and he was standing behind me. It blew me away. And he wasn't sitting there like the height he was his physical form, twice the tall. I'm already messing with my mouth. He was twice as tall as any of his humans. So Charlie's the opposite way. When little Mark lived with me, I'd let him come through him, and Mark would say, Jesus, I'm 5'3", shorter than me. I said, yeah, well, now you know why I slump in a chair. So anyway, he may come through and he wants to start doing this, so some of you may get a surprise. He's loving, but very direct. And so the other thing is I want to share with you, this is going to come out in a couple of weeks on YouTube. Los Angeles is talking about, the scientists are talking about a long drought, and the higher beings are saying, no, that's not going to happen. Because they're saying, well, right now it's up to about 65% in California, but in reality, it's going to be probably in November when this hits. And the worst part about this is San Bernardino had fires. San Diego had fires. Ventura had a bit of fire. It wasn't really bad. Then Montecito up near Santa Barbara, that's the Beverly Hills of Santa Barbara. They had big fires a couple of years ago. Then somewhere north of there were lots of fires. Okay, also we know the state of Washington really got it beat up. Now there's is going to be a lighter bit of rain coming in there and Oregon. But California, because they found out, and I had to find these things out, everybody, from San Bernardino, where, by the way, I graduated from high school at Pacific High, all the way up to, there's a lot of gangs, and these have to be eradicated. So fires, water, and everything is cleansing, and somehow they're going to be removed off the planet, because this is its time. So my friends in Santa Barbara that I love so much up there, too, Mike, my friend Mike, he's an artist up there. I've got to see his things one of these days. My other friend up there, I always forget names. And, oh, look at this. All I have to do is turn around here like this, guys, because you'll trust yourself as I am this, and Tom up there in Santa Barbara. All my friends, just know where the fires are. Make sure you have sandbags or things and prepare no matter what happens. And then all the way through the other areas, there's going to be a lot of flooding, houses coming down, a tremendous mud, and people losing their lives. Unfortunately, it's part of the change. It's going to come in through Arizona. We're going to hit. It's going to hit Colorado. It's going to have an earlier winter, and also Arkansas. Now, the southern part of California is going to be moving or tilting towards Mexico. So it's going to hit New Mexico and a couple of towns down through there, but it's going to get right up to Texas and not stop. What I'm having a problem with right now is red water. Now, is that clay coming off the soil? I still have to check this out. And then I'm getting something in Mexico and the mountains where the Indians are. There's shifting going on there as well, too. Throughout Europe, there's going to be a lot of earth changes and water and raising and lowering all over the place. And, of course, ISIS. Okay, I don't know how tactfully I can be on this one, but there's going to take, let me think, Germany, England, and the United States will be tackling this. I'm sure the CIA is already doing something, but this is not a religious cult. They have no religious energy. And consequently, they're going to get this individual. And I don't know how tactful I can be for ladies' purposes, but I think you're going to be missing something in the lower extreme of his body. You might call them eggs if you would like, because this person's nasty, so he's going to get nasty back. And whatever it's going to take from that point on, I don't know. But it's going to take governments to stop these guys. They will catch this person who did this to both. And by the way, both of the ones that lost their heads went right straight into the most beautiful garden in the universe and were met by some very high beings. And I'm not gonna say high beings. We're going to leave it at that, because a lot of people take and they blow things out of proportion. Economy will be getting better as well. The political arena is going to go nuts. I can tell you something. It's like we're all being hit all over the place because of all this shift. It's the entire world, not just the United States. And we're going to this. I said 14,000 years. A lot of it comes together in 2014. By then, the planets will be in different places. Saturn's going to be going into Sagittarius on Christmas Eve, up for a while, back into Scorpio by the end of next year, stay in Sagittarius for a while. People, be understanding. Get out of your heads. Let your ego go, because what's coming is going to push people and nail people. We're overpopulated by 2 billion. And the universe knows how to do this. A lot of people are going on a daily basis. I just want you to be aware that all this is happening. It's not, well, that's interesting. How my roommate went on my computer, I see. Oh, and so I want you to all be aware with all this weather changes. If you put yourself without listening, you're going to get wiped out. And I mean this. When you get a feeling, you better pay attention. These weather things, and I've got a lot more to do. And France doesn't want to be bothered, and some of the other countries don't want to be bothered. And what will happen, I do think, that when 3 countries get involved, the powers will get together and eventually pull everybody in on this to be able to turn around, because this guy is talking about an English. They're going to take on an English, British, whatever you want to call it, and I pray that it's not a woman, because this might do something terrible. And I think I know what it is. I'm not going to say it, but something's nasty is going to happen over. Oh, here's the other one. I told you about a goddess energy coming up over there. Well, this thing's going to come in with humongous cape. They're going to think it's really male. And this could happen now up through 2020. She's suddenly going to throw her cape off, and she's going to give the power. It's a goddess, so there's nothing they can do about it. And this will not go over because male domination. The male domination over there is going to be, pardon the expression, knocked on its keister, so to speak, and she'll be giving all the females in that part of the world a lot of power. And this will come as is needed, because they will eventually come together, but it's what it's going to take to be able to do this. This fighting has been going on 10,000 years and above. And so everybody's an infidel according to their consciousness. So they have to open their minds up as well. And if possible, I can't prove this yet. I'm working on it. If they don't watch out, they could be in a new ice age because of behavior. So we're going to stop at that because I can go on for a long time. And when look at this. Okay, Bill, I'll stop there because I have a big mouth and I'll get in trouble here.
Okay, and we do have 3 callers on the line right now. All 3 of you, if you are calling to get a reading from Fred, please touch *5 on your keypad. *5 on your keypad. I see one's on Skype, and I noticed the newest version of Skype, they took out the mouse keypad. Irritated me to tears, but any of you that can, there, I got the 2 cell phones. A Skype person may not be able to because between me and you, when Microsoft took over Skype, it started a rapid decline in its quality. That's just my opinion, my attitude. I'm not a fan of some of the things Microsoft does. In any case, we also have a couple messages, and the messages were there first. Then we'll get to, tell you what, let's just go to Louise right quick here. She was first on the line. And Louise, you're on the air with Fred. Hello.
Hi, how are you? Thank you for taking my call. Hey, Fred, how are you?
Oh, well, it's a little warm outside, but I'm inside in the office here. If you can push your button there, you can see me. If I duck on occasion.
Yeah, I can see you. I'm excited about seeing you on the TV.
Yeah,
I was like, good to put a face with a voice.
Yes, there you go.
It's been a while since I've called in. I'll give you my birth date is 11/18/61.
Okay. All right,
and, I was listening very closely to what you were saying about the weather and hoping that we don't get it too bad here in Kansas.
I haven't got that far yet. Okay. But it's depending on what you're near, because I know it's going to hit Arkansas. I keep getting a sponge.
City.
I'm sorry?
Kansas City area.
Okay. All right, so now I got you here, and look at you, a little fireball that you are. So let me see what you're doing here. You're making a completion this year with your Neptune return. Okay, let me look here. I'm going to double check one thing. Oh, here it is. You had to have one little Sagittarius planet, and that's going to go over you. It's going to get a little crazy from this year in December all the way through next September 2015. But you're finishing your Neptune return.
That's not good.
No, that's the word we all say. It sucks. And there's 500,000 of you guys going through this. And so when you handle a Neptune return, everything else is not bad. That's how you look at it. So you got that completed. So how can we help you today?
Well, I was wondering if you see me moving residences, changing residences, and if you have anything on my house.
Let's put it this way. Where are you?
I'm in Kansas City, Kansas.
Okay. And where would you like to go?
Staying in the area, but need to move apartments, housing.
Okay. All right. Well, now, what might happen? I'm not an astrologist. I do this psychically. That's the first thing.
Yes.
All right. When you make this completion with Neptune, see, it will be passing you up because you have low degrees. That's one thing to be nice about this. Okay. So when Saturn goes into Sagittarius, it's much better being in Sagittarius than Scorpio, number one. So it's a very good possibility because see, you got a lot of Scorpio in your chart. You got your Sun, you got your Mercury, you got your Venus, you got your Neptune. You're just having a good old time, so this is going to be released. And that may have been holding you back, so now that everything moves into Sag, this would indicate it's a likely thing that you would probably move. So what you need to do is know what you want. And this is how you do this. Don't look look at what you want. And when I bought this house, I put all the things I wanted. The only thing I messed up on was the garage. I got a one-car garage, and I wasn't thinking about that. And I got everything else, and all the amenities I want and everything. But do it out there, put the price. See, never think that if you want something at a particular price, it all won't be there. If you ask the universe and have them bring it to you, the price that you want to pay and what you want in that, and it will all work nicely, and you want a view or whatever, put it together, and you will get it. You don't know how that's going to come, but none of us do. But you will get this. Now, it wouldn't surprise me. This would, as you get into January 2015, you're going to start feeling the Scorpio thing leaving you. Okay, just so you know. And so I just want you to be aware. I remember when, just before when Saturn went into Scorpio on, it was October 6th, back a couple of years ago. I thought, oh God. And then I didn't feel nothing till the next month. So I'm just letting you know it's going to go at Christmas Eve. So you want to just think of maybe in the middle of January, you'll feel a little bit lighter. But you can start looking now for what you want and setting it up so when this releases, you'll be fine. Okay?
Okay. Great.
That's how you do that, and be confident, and don't be afraid to put out what you want. You can, if you're going to create something, make it good. I mean, I was in my bedroom the other day because I think I'm moving again. It will be the last time. And they showed me an ocean view house, and I was just kind of there. I'm going, oh my God, well, this will be interesting. This will be, if they pull that off on me, I'm going to say, all right, well, I'm not going to complain. I'll just go with this, and the universe will pay for that, I'm sure. Same thing for you. Same for you.
Did you pick up anything on my health, friend?
Well, okay, let's look at this. Well, you've been beat up for quite a bit.
Yes.
to say the least. Your birthday is a 9-day, so that's completion. You have that Aries moon, so you get very much, there. You needed the Mars and Sagittarius to break down all this fixed stuff you got in your chart. Okay, you don't smoke or anything, do you?
No.
Okay. It looks good, but I'm just going here. How is the lower part of your body? You feel all right?
Actually, I have breast cancer and ovarian cancer.
All right. What I'm going to tell you to do here, I have a book. I wish you could get it, but this book was very important to me over 20 years ago. It's by Benjamin Obib. It's a yellow book. And he would take people that were having cancer problems and things like this. Now, are you visual?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here's try something for you. All right, because you're coming out of a completion. Furthermore, we're going to ask you this because of where you got it. How many people hurt you in your life? Was there a husband or father, mother, any of this take place up till this period in time that was not there in your corner?
Oh yes.
Okay, that's why you have what you've got. Okay. So now what you have to do is claim your power, know you're going to make it through this, and this is what I want you to do. Start with your breast and go down. Well, I can see the stuff below. Okay? And so what I want you to do, let your little girl self out. Now you get your mind going here. I want you to take some green and gold energy, and I want you to go in and shoot all the nasty stuff that cancer has and get it eradicated. And know that it's going to be gone. Don't question it. You have to know it. And also get rid of the ovarian cancer and so forth. This is something I want to ask you. Oh, God, and we're on the place. How do I say this tactful? I want to be tactful about that. Did you have any problems when you were growing up as a young girl with anybody messing around with you?
Yes.
Okay, that's why it's ovarian. Okay, so now, for your benefit, if you can forgive that person, seriously, because this is your life you're talking about. That's why this was created. I want you to eradicate this because of that. Your little girl self needs to also feel the healing and accept that she's okay and she's in her power seat, and you as the woman, you're okay. And if you get in there and start doing this visualization, you're going to be amazed what's going to happen. It's going to let's just say we're in September, so spend a while working on this. It might happen the first time out, I don't know, because this is you. And you get in there and do this for yourself, and it's the same, start loving yourself again. You're a powerful woman, and you were powerful in a previous lifetime. Have you ever felt that you've been a man before?
No, not really.
Okay,
but I can imagine that.
Well, it was a long time ago. Okay, it was a long time ago. You had some fun. I won't go over that, but you had some fun. You got a few people You got a few people off the planet, my dear. You weren't messing around, and I won't say what you were saying, but either better not. But this is why now you are in your power. You are in your power, and I want to see you eradicate this because you love yourself, and God loves you. No matter who these people were, they are not in control. You are. Okay.
Okay.
And let us know what happens. Let us know what happens. Okay.
I will.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. Bye.
Bye.
By the way, thanks for calling in. We do appreciate it.
That took a little work.
Okay. Want to do a little breaking news thing here. Chief Radio breaking news, because you actually did a reading on this lady last week. Joan Rivers passed away about 90 minutes ago.
Okay. All right. Okay. There you go. See, they wouldn't give it to me last week, and I was looking at this. I know she was doing some work on the other side. That I knew.
Yeah.
Okay, and so now she's free. Now there's two more coming up since she's left. There'll be two more after her.
Oh,
so
really?
Here we go. Always in three.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. Always goes in three. So she started it now. Now, see, she's Gemini Sagittarius. Now, here proves my point. Here comes Saturn along. Was going to trigger some stuff, and she's totally free. I believe she was standing on the other side anyway. She wasn't all the way here. All right, so that's what that was. So it's just the mechanism to push her forward, because here she was doing the entertainment and everything else, and then whammo, there you go.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Apparently, she was more critical than they were saying in the news. They just kept saying resting comfortably, but now it comes out she was essentially comatose. Anyway, okay, we've got Carrie in Ohio sent in a message, December 5, 69. And Carrie, I know who this is. This is Russell's significant other. Fred, I sent a resume to a recruiter at the bank my husband works at. The one particular job he suggested is a mortgage trainee job that I am not really interested in, as I went to school for human resources. Do you see him coming through for a different job?
Let's see. Well, Carrie, you're Sagittarius. That's number one in your favor. So this is Saturn doing its number here. Let's look where you are. You're now, oh, Jesus. Okay, you're in that Neptune return thing. You're going to do what my son did. This is not going to clear out as nicely because you got 28 Neptune. So, 3 planets in Sagittarius. What the heck do you have? Oh, you have Libra in there. Okay. There's something big coming up here for you. Okay. This is not the type of this isn't your particular type of work. But if you got in there, then you could go into where you wanted to go. So, do you want to work in the same place where your husband is? That's number one. because you have to kind of be blind with each other so people don't start talking, you know. I feel a big job coming for you. I'm not sure about this particular one. This one, I don't feel your energy is right for it. And you already know this. So keep your ears open if they come up with a much better plan, because this would bore you to death, I think, and you wouldn't do well with it. The next thing you know, you'd be out looking again. So I think there's a bigger one. Okay, hold on. Possibly by the end of this month there's something else coming up. They keep saying spirit, okay, just so you know. Something big coming for you, something big that you're coming for you that you've been trained for. And this Sag stuff, Carrie, is much better than the old Scorpio, you know, stuff that was going on there. And you have that Neptune, just like my son. So you'll be out of yours by next September 2015, you and my son. So just be aware when you work in there, when they are yelling at you or whatever they're doing, it's because that stupid Neptune return. It's not the fun thing, but when that's really gone, we all go through it, Carrie. It's not like, pick on Carrie now for the next few years. No. Everybody, there's over 500,000 people that are going through this right now. Just so you know, different stages. My son's wife is, but guess what? Hers is lower and his is right about where yours is. And then I had to tell him that, and he said, that's exactly what's going on. You will get the job you want. Be confident and stay focused. And I get your point of going over there. But sir, would you two both want to work in the same place? Easier to go home and everything else. But you got a real good job coming up in a few weeks that will really pay you well, too. Just stay focused and believe. All right? And I get your point about what they're trying to, what's sitting there. Now that you and your husband decide that, this is your decision always. You can go in there and take that and wait for something to come along, or so you can have the money you guys need, because eventually you're going to be in a different house too, by the way. It'll probably happen when Sag goes in there and sits there at the end, probably at the end of 2015, to be truthful. All right, so there is some positive stuff coming up for you, Carrie, and your husband, and the both of you, all right? So just be confident now. It does take time, but it'll be gone and you'll have the right job. I think by the end of this month, something could be offered to you, and let us know, okay? Thank you.
All right. I think Russell was working swings this week, but nice to hear from Carrie. Thanks for writing in, Carrie. And Fred, a couple people, Rita and Elisa, both pointed out that Joan Rivers is probably number 2, given that Robin Williams was just a couple weeks back.
Well, yeah, but see, we have to look differently. That was a couple of weeks ago, and there was 3 in line with him. And so now there'll be 3 more. It's just the way it works for some strange reason. I get their point, but see, he was the 3rd one that went out the door, and I can't remember now because there've been so many jumping off the porch and so forth. Watch.
Oh, okay. So you're saying Robin Williams completed a cycle of 3, and Joan Rivers starting another cycle of 3.
That's right.
Oh wow.
That's right.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't follow celebrities much.
I don't either.
They
but
come and go. Yeah, literally as well as figuratively.
Yeah,
professionally.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. We have Sarah up in Kansas. Sarah, you're on the air with Fred. Hello.
Hello. How are you guys doing today?
Wonderful.
We're doing very good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Hanging in there. It's my birthday. My birthday is May 6th of 1992, and I, too, am in Kansas, in the Kansas City area.
Okay. So what go ahead.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Go ahead.
And I was wondering if you could help me figure out about work and school and what's going on with that, and anything else you may have to offer. I'd be greatly appreciative of.
All right, let's see what you're going through. You got a lot of Capricorn in you. I'm just trying to see what you're going through right now, what's going to get better. You are a Taurus, so you have been going through some stuff with that, but you're a very vivacious lady. You got Mars in Aries, Mercury in Aries, so your mind's like a 747 jet. It's just where it is. That's not a bad thing. That's not your moon's in Cancers. So with the Aries helps you really express yourself. Do you get real emotional from time to time?
Yeah.
That's what does it. That's what does it. It just makes you that way. That's your life's work of being in control of it. All right, let's look here. You need to be. Are you a manager? Wait a minute. You're through college, right?
Right. Well, sort of. I finished one part, and now I'm trying to get on to the next part, but I'm in a transition phase, and I'm having a little trouble with that, and trouble with work with that, and...
Right. Okay. And what it is as soon as, let me just put it this way, as soon as this blasted thing is off your sun sign, this is going to open some doors for you. So don't get disappointed. You also have Aquarius and Saturn, and that's fixed. So that's being hit as well. But and of course you're young, so you have Pluto in Scorpio too. So that's pretty powerful right there. Your North Node's in Capricorn, so you're a very, very old soul. When Spirit works with me, I lose my mouth. You're a very old soul. Thank you, because I've got the same aspect. Let's look at this. Let me see something here. Opposites. Okay, now look. You're a big, powerful lady here. You got a lot of power. Be glad the Cancer Moon's in there for one. It balances the Aries and the Taurus. In other words, you got some fire in there. And when sometimes people really can irritate you, and then you have to watch your mouth before you strangle them. So it's in there for a reason. Okay, I'm going to say like I did before. Instead of
get me in trouble.
Yeah, well, yeah, I can get you in trouble. Yeah, and so you're going to learn this. You're young. Don't let people push pressure on you where you snap back at them, because that means you're not in control. They are. You're going to learn this. You will eventually get it. What I want to say to you now is stop saying problems in the work and all this. Say to whatever you pray to, meditate to, start asking for them to help you turn this all around so some job will open up to you, so this ball can get going, because you're eventually going to be executive material, management, something where you're in the mix of things and you're organizing all kinds of stuff. That's what is going to be coming your way before you're through. So instead of saying, I'm having trouble because you don't know this, but in the universe, they look at that as a negative statement. So start saying, universe, Mother God, Father God, whatever it is you believe in, can you please help me through this and bring me the right situation, and watch what happens. Okay? Can you do that for yourself?
Like this. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, I said, does that work for you?
That works. I understand that. I know where I'm going to be headed. I'm trying to get into graduate school. And so what you're saying makes a lot of sense to me, and that's just more confirmation that I'm on the right path. But right now, I'm in a current job that's been helping my family get by, but I'm at a point where I'm not sure I'm going to have to sacrifice the job to get through school right now.
Hey, Fred, Sarah? Hang on, Fred. We are at 44 minutes, and guess what happened?
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's this problem we have with Fred's microphone or his computer. Every 45 minutes, it goes wacky and puts out all that static you were hearing. And we have no idea why. I think I'm going to recommend Fred go buy another headset or something, but I have to switch him out and then I have to wait a minute and hope it fixes itself and then switch him back in. But I mean, every 45 minutes like clockwork. I was joking last week, it'd be great if it was 1 hour because then it would only happen during the commercial break at the hour. But it happens every 45 minutes. So let's see if it's fixed yet. Fred?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
You're good.
Okay. All right. Now we're back. Okay. Now you can hear. Everybody can hear everybody else. This is what you need to do, my dear. Is ask the universe to don't have to sacrifice the job. Ask to have both, and have the universe guide you in this so that it works out. We call it balance. All right. Don't look at sacrificing your job, because you're strong enough and powerful enough to do both. And it can come together. So ask the universe to guide you through this so you can wind up having, it's like you can have your cake and eat it too. You're a hard worker, number one. You're a very hard worker. You're smart. And there's the universe, look at it this way. What the universe gives, or we can say God is whatever you believe in, it doesn't give you that and want to take it away. So have the confidence to say, God, Goddess, whatever it is, please help me keep the job for the time being, and let me have my. And here comes a text, and say that you can do both. Can you help me with this and make this flow easy? If you do that, you might be surprised you get to keep the job. If you want that job, that's the other side of the coin too. Know that you're the one in control. Just ask for higher assistance and watch this happen. Try it. I bet you'll be surprised. You know?
Okay. All right, I'll do. Thank you.
And let us know how it works out. You may be surprised how it will come together. Okay? Just to let you know.
All right.
Because these things happen very unusually, all right? And so it's...
Okay.
So I just let us know what takes place, and when I can sense you across, I'm an empath. So if I feel you jumping up and down somewhere, then I'll know that it worked. All right.
Okay. We'll keep in touch.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you both.
Bye-bye.
Have a good day.
Yeah, thank you, and thanks for calling in. Bye-bye. Okay, Fred, let's see what we've got here. 12 minutes in this first hour. Elise on the message line in quick is first, then we'll have Skype caller. I don't have it written down. Anyway, let's get Elise, and then we'll get to, Vicky. Yeah, Vicky, who left a very fun to listen to recording on the for her name. So,
Really?
Elise in California, birthday 1653. 1653. And question: I think last time I talked with you.
On the radio. It's okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. I think last time I talked with you was about this time last year. Can you tell me what you see coming my way this year?
All right. Almost there. Almost there. It's getting dark out, so I guess the clouds are coming. We're supposed to have rain, so let's just see what we got for you, love, and see what I can do. Let's just see what I can do. Wait a minute. What happened here? Well, listen, the book's going to fall apart soon, huh? That's not right. Wait a minute. Hold on. We'll get this done. Here we go. They don't make the books like they used to. Let's put it that way. What do you got going on here? All right. Sag there. Pisces. God, I need light. Pisces. Libra. What do you complete? You got all that out of the way. This is good. I don't know when I'm trying to figure out what I'm picking up here, but there's something new. It feels like you're working on some stuff that you've been really putting a lot of energy to it. They're giving me a picture. Now, see if this makes any sense to you. It's almost like there's an egg around you ready to hatch. It's like you've worked so hard at putting things together, working on yourself, that now this, whatever you've been working on is ready to manifest. If that makes any sense to us, let it, because there's a lot of positive energy around you. You are Capricorn, and so Pluto hasn't got near your sun yet. All right, it's a ways off. Now, when that comes over you, that'll be a couple of years of change too. It could be very positive. It's up to you how you use them. I'll say, and I don't know why, but you got Mars and Venus and Pisces. That also brings in a lot of sensitivity, intuitiveness, healing, and that type of energy. So if you've been working like I think you have, that you've set a lot of things up, it looked like it's ready to open up for you and come in a positive way. Does this make sense to you? Let's see what I know she sent a message. She should probably answer that real quick like.
Sometimes it takes about a minute, depends on what they're listing on, Fred.
Right.
So go ahead. She said yes. Good.
Okay, that's what I thought. So just understand that you did it. So be proud of yourself. Now don't try to control it now. Ask for above to come in and assist you and let this just give birth. You see, what everybody is going through, you've already been through. So now you can take all this stuff and just move forward. You've done the Saturn return, the Neptune return. You've done all this. And you got Sag and Mercury there. So that's also a nice thing to have around. And so what I'd say to you, you're ready to go. So tell the universe you're ready, make sure you are, and ask them to push it ahead and peacefully, nicely, not like my little friend, little Mark, when he was in my club. Come on down. And we have, no, you don't want to do that. They'll throw the whole universe at you. But ask them to bring it in peacefully and nicely and watch what happens, okay?
All right. Yeah, she said, yes, totally. That's exactly what she said there. So, all right, very good. Is that it for Lisa and Fred?
Yeah. Yep.
Good to go?
Yep.
Okay, let's see. We have, Vicky. Vicky, you're on the air with Fred. Hi. Hello, Vicky.
She there?
Hello, Vicky. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. We'll check back. She didn't raise her hand, so maybe she really didn't want to talk and just recorded a nice message. It sounded like...
okay.
And let's see. This one, I think, didn't raise a hand either, but we'll see. Whittier, California. Whittier, you're on the air. Hello.
Yes. Hi, Fred.
Hi. Yeah, who are we talking to?
This is Cheryl.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes.
Okay, you know who I am now?
Yes. So what's going on? We're all right. I thought we were right at the top of the hour. We're not. So what's going on with all those problems?
Oh, I got a host of them. I got a big laundry list. But still haven't heard from the DA. And also my husband. I was wondering, I wanted to go to a marriage retreat, San Diego or Burbank.
Uh-huh.
And I was wondering, they're both run by different people, so they're similar but different, so I was wondering which would be better. Should I go to is timing an issue, or which is better?
I know you're Virgo, but let me look up something. What year were you born again?
56.
Oh, 56. You're ready to go into that Saturn's. Oh, I see what you're going. You and several thousand other people. My goodness. You have Sag in your chart, so that's going to be interesting. Here we are. September what?
Well, my birthday is August 29th, 1956.
Okay. There it is. Right. So let's see where you got going. Oh, you do have Scorpio. I thought you'd have Sag. Wrong again. Okay, you're going to complete this Saturn cycle coming up. Completes. Oh, in November, North Node in Sagittarius. There it is. There. Let's see what else is going on here. Okay. Is your husband agreeing to go on this as well?
I've been kind of pushing it. I'm the one pushing it, and so one of them is October or November, and the other one is they're run by different people, and the other one they said possibly they're scheduling it now, but maybe February.
That would probably be
timing of
yeah, it
gonna have
is
a big
because
blowout.
no, that's not that. This is what's going on. You're finishing a Saturn cycle. Okay, that will be done on Christmas Eve this year, and then going into February, you get this out of your face. And where's your husband at astrologically?
He's like he was born on Christmas Eve, so he's a Capricorn.
And what year?
56.
Oh,
he's
I'm looking
December
right at
24th.
Okay.
56.
Okay. Hold on. Let's see what's going on here with the two of you. There's a little karmic stuff going on here. Libra there, Capricorn, you're right. Oh, and he's already had Pluto going over him, so he's got that one out of the way. Capricorn, then another Sag here. So Saturn will be going over his Venus. This will be very interesting. Aries and Mars. And here he is. He's the one going to start his second Saturn return. So this would be good about February because Saturn will be going over his Saturn. Okay, he'll be finishing his Neptune return real quick, because it's a low degree. So this will come in. That's why I think February might be better for you. I think it's after if I'm not mistaken, it will be after the retrograde. There will be a retrograde after the first of the year. I think that'll be out of the way as well. So I feel February could be a lot easier for you because you'll be out of your Saturn return. He's stepping into his, completing his Neptune. So the Neptune is the hard one. So going through that for him, and then stepping into the Saturn, because it's such a low degree, he'll get 3 shots of that, going all the way through till about 2016. I think he completes it at the end of next year because the way it's set up. But I think February 2015 would be better for both of you because you're not being pushed by the energy, and I want you out of your Saturn return, him out of his Neptune return, so this other comes in, I think you'll be much more happier. Oh, do you understand what I'm saying to you? It'll be much better for you.
Okay, that's astrologically, but psychically, are we going to have...
Look, right now, you're both going through a cycle, okay? So be as complementary as you can to each other and allow that energy. Now, if you want to attempt this yourself and try it at the end of the year, okay. I would say wait till it passes through the door and goes into the next year because I think the energy will be calmer. Right now, there's intensity out there for whatever it's worth, okay? So I just want you to realize you're in charge, definitely. You and your husband, excuse me, let me be clear on that. I was looking at it to see which is better, okay? The energy right now is very intense. It's going to loosen up, and then things will come together. So just so you know, now if you don't like the February energy for yourself, then you choose for you and your husband, and then know it's going to work for you, and don't put any doubts in there, and then just go with it. Okay?
Okay, you don't think he's going to ask for a divorce before then?
Well, you never know, because, let me put it this way. You've been under a lot of stress for years. Okay, a lot of stress, and then he's stepping out of one cycle, stepping into another cycle. It depends on what happens. Now look at it this way: you have to admit you've really put a lot of stress from what you've gone through, and guys don't handle it the same way as ladies do, and so you've really been going through a lot for so long. he has a temper, but I don't know if he buries the temper, but he does have flare-ups. I don't know if he shows that to you or not. All right, that's where that's at. So there is that possibility, but put it out that this will get resolved in a peaceful way, and it will all work. Now, if you're running to this because, oh my God, this is maybe what he's going to do, you two need to refine yourself. What did you find in each other that made you come together? And can you two find where you are now and use now to come together and to be able to see if two of you can make this a new beginning? Or has it gotten so bad it's gotten at the end and now he just doesn't want to listen? There's where it's really at. Take him out somewhere. Go to a place where you both can talk and not yell or anything like that, and see if you can rediscover each other and see what you find out, and then you're going to know what to do. Yeah,
we are. I wasn't even watching the clock. We actually are at the top of the hour. I've got to take a quick couple-minute break here.
Okay.
We'll be right back. Stay on the line, caller.
Answer. Public service announcement brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Howdy, Winchester here. You know, back in the 1870s, there weren't much book learning. Matter of fact, if you could read, you were considered right educated. And if you had any books, you were always welcome at many a campfire. Through books, we've met the kings and queens of Europe, sought out the mysteries of the Orient, followed on the conquests of the Romans and the Greeks, and sailed the seven seas. Reading opened our minds to places and ideas we'd never dreamed of. But today, people don't seem to read much anymore, especially the youngsters. And then they go and tell you they're bored because there ain't nothing good on TV. Well, now let me tell you, that's one sorry excuse. So go on, do something adventurous. Wake up to the wonders of this world and beyond. Read, for the fun of it. You might just find a whole new universe out there. Your mind. This is Winchester, and I thank you.
What if there was a universal sound that could resonate our physical body and our chakras? What if this sound could actually change our DNA and bring about a quantum leap in our evolution? What if this sound were a name that had been known by the ancient mystics and then lost for over 2,500 years? What if this name, when collectively sounded, had the ability to change the very fiber of reality, allowing miracles to occur? Now you can discover the power of the lost sound of God through the new book, The Divine Name, by Healing Sounds pioneer Jonathan Goldman. With a foreword by Greg Braden and a free instructional CD, this groundbreaking new book can take us to a new level of evolution. Go to www.thedivinename.com and discover the Divine Name.
Hey, it's Niecy Nash, taking a break from my new TV Land sitcom, The Soul Man, to talk to all you moms out there. My character, Lolly, is a mom too, and she's pretty fierce when it comes to protecting her family. But all moms need to remember to take care of themselves too, especially when it comes to heart disease. It's the #1 killer of women, but you can reduce your risk through healthy diet and exercise. So spread the word and take care of yourself. Find out more at GoRedForWomen.org.
Psychic radio, holistic radio, spiritual radio. This is AchieveRadio.com. Follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/AchieveRadio.
we have made it back. Welcome back to hour number 2 of Fred Fassett's Visionary Awareness here on AchieveRadio.com. My name's Bill, and I help Fred throughout the remaining hour of this show to connect him with all those of you that call in. I read the messages, I click the phones off and on, and do all that kind of busy work. Speaking of phones, 602-666-6027, the number to call, 602-666-6027. Give us a call, or if you don't want to get on the phone, you can always send a message to the Achieve Radio InQuick instant message system, located in the Studio A radio page where this show's broadcast on radio. Also on the Achieve TV page where we broadcast video from our own servers, and from the YouTube Live page. All those places where you can listen and or watch the show today and send an InQuick instant message. You can also send a chat message from most of those places. I'll just leave it at that. So, Fred, let me get you back on the air here and carry on with the caller.
Hi, Fred.
Hello? Yeah.
I'm back.
Yeah, I know. This is my suggestion. If he's open, now, if he's made up his mind, because I can see where he can be a bit stubborn at times. It's like with everything that's gone on for 5-6 years, whatever it's been. He might think this. Has he ever said to you that he felt that you ignored him and focused so much on your personal stuff? Did he do anything like that, or was he just quiet?
No, he never said anything. And
that's what. Yeah, that's the problem. I think
But his, I'm just wondering, is timing an issue for us to go? Is he going to blow up and want a divorce, ask for a divorce? Is he going to want to leave the marriage?
The whole thing is there. That's what I'm saying. Can you plan a nice place? Can you two go out and go to some place and not anticipate anything? And I don't know what you two are like when you're together. Is he more quiet than you? Because you seem to be more outgoing. He seems to be more reserved. And so with that sitting there, and if you ask him, gee, let's go out and blah, 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 and he suddenly just doesn't want to do it, there's your first clue. Because he's holding in. He's holding back. He doesn't want to say anything. It's almost like he set his mind in a particular motion, and you've been running the show, and he's just been sitting on the sidelines doing whatever he does. It doesn't feel good, but here's your last stance. And try to do the best you can. I mean, that's what I would suggest. And if he doesn't want to go to the marriage counseling just because he doesn't, and then you're trying to push him, that might not work. Because most guys, seriously, never think there's anything wrong with what they are. So they always push it the other direction. After all these years, I've gone through too many of them. So all I can say to you is I still think the springtime is, well, it's almost spring, is better than at the end of the year. But let's just, I think you two need to get away and just be together without all this stress that you've been going through. Because you've been so stressed out. Oh, my God, it's been horrible.
Right. And I haven't heard from the DA yet, so I was going to follow up on that.
I'll go ahead and work on that. But remember, one thing you've got is...
Uh-oh.
Are you there?
Something.
Okay,
yeah,
there it
on.
goes. Yeah, Fred, you had a cut out the internet. Your video
Really?
stopped. So go ahead. You're good now.
Oh, okay. Just when you come home, give him attention. You may not have done this for a long time, but you may have to open that door up and see if he's receptive. Because you've shut, I hate to say this, and in some ways you shut him out for a long time. It wasn't intentional. You were trying to make things work for you because of the pain you've been in, but now it's where it's at. So now see what you can do about this and see if you can turn things around. It's a big step, And I'm not going to say it's going to work 100%. Right now, I'd give it 25 to 30% right at the moment. And it's not out of, how shall I say, oh my God, I got to do this. You have to go in there nicely and just go and start reconnecting if you two want to stay together. It's time for pulling together. I would tell a male the same thing if I was talking to a male. So this is what I feel you should do, and see what happens. See if he's responded, or has he totally made up his mind. He pulled himself into a shell and doesn't want to move. All right. So go see what you can do there. Okay, dear. Have a good day. All right.
Okay. Thank you, Fred.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye. Thanks for calling in. Oh, I've got to go into this, Fred. Vicky wrote in, and she said, the weirdest thing just happened. I'm on Skype listening. My message was, remember I said she left a really sweet message? Her message was, I'm just listening. But what I heard, and the reason, Vicky, I don't think it's anything metaphysical. I think it's what my psychology professor years ago in college called perceptive set. My board prints out your Skype handle, and I won't read it, but it includes your name. And for whatever reason, when you recorded, I'm just listening, I heard, and I knew I heard, hi, I'm Vicky.
Interesting.
So I need an ear exam, and I need to go back to my college professor, tell him, hey, that stuff really works, Dr. Lyons. Okay, let's see. We've got a follow-up from Elise. Where did it go? And then we've got Steve and Christina, and we've got, looks like Andy on the phone. So let me figure out what the order is. But in the meantime, Elise wanted to know if you see a new house for her.
New house. Okay.
House, yeah.
And to buy, is she looking at this to buy or rent, or did she say?
It didn't say. It just says, do you see a new house for me, was the message.
Well, Annie. I mean, as long as she knows the location. But I always tell people, I made it real funny when I lived out in Montana. I tried to pull off something that was a little bit over my head, and I did it in front of this other salesperson, and I made a big boo-boo on myself. So if you know the area, okay, or you're moving out of there, know where you need to go, because you've opened so many doors are open. I don't see why not. Be clear of your needs. Like I said, don't be afraid. Don't shut yourself off from all the amenities you want. You want to buy or rent or what?
Fred, you cut out for about 5 seconds there.
I wonder what that's about. And, I bet it's the other day my TV was doing this, and we found out there was some stuff happening up on the sun, no less. And then the next day, everything was all right. They're probably above us right now, playing little arrow games off the sun.
Yeah, there was Time Warner Cable got affected badly by something, and they had a real service outage a day or two ago. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what that was. It was hitting my TV more than it was hitting Mark's TV. We're in the same house. Tell me how that happens. Anyway, yeah. So that's most likely, dear heart, you can move into a nice house, whichever way you want it. Okay? I don't know if you want to buy or rent, but you've done so much work. You've opened a lot of doors, so why not?
Yeah, there you go. Okay, yeah, yesterday, in fact, at about 9:15 Pacific time in the morning, our entire contact here was lost with our server cluster, which is located in Kansas City, actually. We lease a cluster of servers there to provide, achieve radio worldwide. And they just, all three went absolutely dead to the world. Nobody could access them. I couldn't. And it was my first show started at 10:03, and it was 10:01 and 30 seconds when they went on the air. And I was actually on the phone with the guest astrologer, friend of Sky's, Brenda, who comes on at 10 Wednesday morning. And I told her, we're done. No point in continuing because the servers are dead. And then all of a sudden, boom, they all just pop back up. And you never saw anybody move a mouse so fast to get her show on here as I did in that 90 seconds. At any rate, moving on. So yeah, there's weird stuff with the internet right now, folks.
Yep.
If you're seeing weird things happen. Steve in Kansas City. Boy, it's a Kansas day today. About 4 or 5 people from Kansas. Steve in KC, can you tell me if my health will get better or is my disease taking over? And Steve is August 16 of 53. 1953.
Look there, buddy. Let's see it. Pray to God that it's going to get better. You are Leo, so things are going through your chart. That's for damn sure. Let's see what okay, Scorpio moon. Didn't need that. Leo again. Leo and Mars. Fortunately, you don't have the Neptune return. Boy, oh boy, I'm going to do the same thing I told this other person. Boy, you being tested. Are you ever being tested? This has been going on for some time, too. Hey, buddy, this is what I'm going to say that I said to this other lady earlier in the show. Well, I'm just going to go with this. I want you to get, I don't know if you know how to visualize. I don't want you to analyze. I want you more or less to visualize and go to the areas where you're having problems. I don't know why my stomach's acting up. I mean, I've been going through my stuff, and I've been getting rid of that.
He just sent in, yes, I do.
Yeah. Okay. I want you to visualize the parts of the body. I want you to use the green and gold image. This is from a gentleman that wrote a book long time ago, and he used to send these people that had cancer problems down the street, and this person would actually help the people get rid of stuff. So I want you to visualize, and you want to go in where not so good, we'll say the blood cells, the ones that are bad and good, and you want to get rid of the nasty ones and let the healthy ones come in and take over this. And this could happen. Take you a few days. It could take you 5 minutes, or it could take you a month. Everybody's different, and because you're making a completion, Steve, this year as well. Because the fixed stuff that you've got going on, which is never fun when everything's on top of you. And so, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. You got that 4 planets in Leo. That's a lot. And then your moon's in Scorpio. So that hasn't been as favorable as it should. But right now you got to take charge. And you go in and do this and say to yourself, I have perfect health. I'm healed. Wayne Dyer, for your information, had when he was reached 70, he got sick. And he would start repeating this. And the man was supposed to get out of here, and he saved himself. So I want you to do the same thing and go in there and clean up all those corpuscles, the red, white cell, whatever. I'm not a doctor. But you go in and do this and start memorizing every day. I have perfect health. I have perfect health. Make it into a song and watch you change things around. I think you'll be surprised. It's time to do it. Why get worse when you can get better? That's how I look at it. And Wayne Dyer would tell you that too. In fact, his wife went to, where was it, Brazil, to see of God. She called him up and told him, well, John, God's working to stay in bed. And he said, I got all this work to do. And he went to put one foot on the floor to get up and fell back down on the bed, and he went out.
So, okay, let me, Fred, a couple quick notes here. Steve sent in, he's sending these on the chat room. The first one was on the Enquick, so I'm looking back and forth here. First, he sent in, yes, because my stomach has part of the disease. And then shortly after that, let's see. Yes, it's all over my body, and thank you.
Oh, Okay, well, okay. I still think you can do this. Now, your decision is, how bad do you want to be here? Okay? And this is where it's at. I mean, if you got the power, which I believe we all do, got the power, you're a fire sign, buddy, and it's time to go to battle. My illness is way back in late 80s, 90s when I went through my stuff. It's battling. How bad do you want to be here? And do you have the strength to sit here and go fight, do the visualization, call on the above, and start voicing out loudly, take me, and here's a fool calling. I'm going to hang up on, and there's the one. Yeah, that's the hang-up person anyway. Watch him call back again. Anyways, oh, he's a nut. He calls me. I don't know who it is. It's in a mortgage company, but he's calling me and hanging up for 13 years. So that's what that is. And so, anyway, Steve, what I'm trying to say to you is that, okay, there we go. What I'm trying to say to you is you're in charge here. The thing is, do you want to still be here because you know you deserve to be here, and you got to go out and kick butt? That's what it's really about, in your stomach and through your body. Okay, whatever the problem was that brought this on, you also have to face that and this immediate change and grab it by the, you know what, by the wavels, to be bluntly, and grab this and put it together and kick butt and turn it around. And it's all over, boy. It's really taken control. Sure, but I believe you can turn this around. But you know if you can, and you know if you want to be here. This is what it's all about, and what brought you to this place. The pain that came and brought this to you. It's all a combination. And get in there. I am not going to. I believe you can turn this around no matter where it is. It's like somebody else that Bill and I have talked to. That's a Scorpio. It was amazing what she's done, and she was worse than you. So here's your chance. Get in there. Start battling and see. And it's not like you have to run outside and run a race. This is getting in and fighting with your body and putting the good stuff in your body and telling God, I want to live. I want to live. Come in and help me, help me, help me. And God damn it, I'm going to live because nothing's taking me out. It's one of those things. Let's see what you do with this, Steve. All right? I'm going to pray for you myself and see what we can do there. All right? Thank you. God bless you. Everybody pray for Steve that he's going to eradicate this throughout his body and he's not going to have any problems. I want everybody to pray for Steve. 8/16/53, and he's going to come out all right. I'm praying for you, bud. Let's see what you do with this. All right?
Okay, and Steve on the chat room posting his dadgum. Says, I appreciate that. Thank you. I will keep you posted. Thank you for that, Steve.
Very good.
All right. Now, who's next here? It would be... That one came in at 3, and Andy came in. Looks like Christina was first on the board here. Birthday 11/4/5/8/58. Christina in California. I'm looking for work. I have a prelim interview tomorrow at an agency for a good contract job. Wondering if chances are good for the planning job. Is there a good chance for at least interim work coming together soon? Can be intuitive insight, she says. Any info would be great. Thank you so much.
Woo. Boy, do you have a lot of power, girl. You have a lot of power. You sure do. The way you're looking at this, you go in there with that attitude that you've got. You could pull this together yourself. Not that you haven't been going through a lot of changes. You have. Okay, and you're going to continue this for a while. But I would go in with a positive attitude you have. It would not surprise me that you would wind up with this, okay? And this is really important when you get in the car to go wherever you have to go. Go with the idea this is your job. A lot of people get in, and that sensitive side comes in and removes it away. You've been going through your Neptune return and your Uranus return, and yours is at a lower degree anyway. Plus, your Saturn cycle starts in a couple of years down here. You've got Sag there. So I feel this could be yours. It's very likely. I mean, you got a positive, I see a lot of positive energy around you, okay? So go with this, and let's see you grab a hold of this, and it can be yours. You got that Leo moon, so you're no weakling. By no means. You got Jupiter and Scorpio. That's money, and it's not even retrograde. That's boy, that one's a good one. Okay, I like that. So go grab that job, girl, and see yourself in it, and doing all the work, and see the money in your bank account between now and is it tomorrow. You're going and go for it. Okay. Let's see what happens there, Christina. Lots of luck.
Absolutely. Lots of luck on that, Christina. And Fred, contrary to what Dorothy told Toto, we have been in Kansas about 2/3 of the day, and we're going right back there now. Andy, welcome back.
Hello, gentlemen. It's good to talk to you today.
Right. So what's up? What's up today, my dear?
Oh, well, I had some very good news I wanted to report. I just came back from a visit up to Mayo's with my mom, and it turns out that surgery wasn't necessary.
Oh.
So we were thrilled. Yeah, we were very thrilled about that.
See, that's how that works, because, boy, it's real important for us to know, get in that place where we know we can make it work and we let go of it. And that's why I always like to say that, I don't know if I told you the prayer or not, but these things work. So congratulations. That's fantastic news. I'm glad for you. Okay?
Yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate it and all the positive thoughts, because I really think she kind of pulled that one out for herself just by saying, I'm not ready to go.
Well, yeah, that's what it's all about. I mean, that's everybody. I mean, you get yourself in there, and you get in that place, and there's a decision to make, And that's why I'm always telling people, is that, do you really want to be here? Then let's get down and go to battle and say, and what is the reason for you attracting that in? What part of your life went in a painful direction? Now here's this. Now you really got to knock down the brick wall. So see, there you go. It worked. So I think she must have made some kind of a switch for that to happen. That may give her, who knows, maybe a couple of years, whatever. But it's for every moment that she's here now. Let's see what she does with this gift. That's how we look at this.
Absolutely. Very much so.
You want anything?
I got a quick
for today.
Yes, I got a quick question for you. My spouse is having a bunch of medical testing and stuff done at the moment,
Gee.
and
I wonder why.
Yeah, I tell you, he is. Yeah, he is. He's just like, he's got that Sun Pluto thing, and it's like Lazarus.
So
when's his birthday again?
When's his birthday again?
July 26th, 1944.
Oh God! All right, let's see what we do about this, my dear. He hasn't been wanting to be here for a long time, really. He's ornery as a hoot owl. My goodness. Well, you know that, and I know that. Let's see. He's okay, Leo, Mercury, Leo and Venus, Mars and Virgo. Virgo. Oh, my God. He got Virgo there. Jesus Christ, and Pluto, and he's a man. When he makes something, he does make it up well, doesn't he? So yep. What's is it? Lower body?
It's all over.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, he hasn't been there for you. Number one. On one side, he's ornery as a hoot owl. Then he's very emotional. He plays between the Cancer energy and the Leo stubbornness. All right? And he hasn't been feeling good for a long time. Now, this might be very interesting. Is he going into the hospital or something?
I don't know yet. Right now, it's just mostly, doctor's appointments and things like that.
Well, I'm going to say this to you. Just say this to you, and I don't know. I'm not a doctor. But he's on the edge of popping out of here if she doesn't watch out. And I think you can feel this, okay? And in one way, he's not been happy.
Hey, Fred.
Now yes.
Been 45 minutes. Guess what just happened?
Okay. We'll be right back.
Hang on just a second, everybody. This is absolutely wild. I don't know what it is. I think it has to do with the type of headset and possibly the way it interfaces. Fred uses a Macintosh. I don't know. I've had it happen to 2 or 3 other people over the years, but for whatever reason, I mean, you can set your watch by it. 45 minutes, boom. And the microphone just gets really whacked out and all kinds of static. So I'm just killing a little bit of time here doing the famous Babylon, don't let any dead air happen. That's rule 1 in broad. You there, Fred?
Yep.
No. Didn't get it that time. Absolutely crazy, everybody. I don't know why it does it, but we're going to get to the bottom of this situation because it's totally annoying when it does this. Just keeps us, interrupts the show horribly. So let's try again. You there, Fred?
Yep, I'm here.
Yeah, I think that got it. I think we're good. Go ahead.
All right. Sorry, Andy.
No worries.
Okay, well, what I was saying, that this is your mother made one decision, your husband's on this other thing, and with him seeing all the doctors, I almost feel like he's not helpful. He just kind of drags himself along, and there's always been a weight down to you. This is like an adult child that's not been here. Mm-hmm. See?
Yes.
So there's a good possibility. I mean, we know he passed his birthday. No, but that sometimes, a month later, you don't know. So I'm not going to say I'm not feeling good about this, but he's ornery.
Right.
And he buries his emotions all at the same time. So you got something there. If he does decide to check out, it will give you breathing room. Because you don't.
Yeah,
What do you?
I was surprised he even wanted to go to the doctor. I mean, I was sort of surprised,
He's probably. He carries a lot of fear. Okay.
Okay.
I think you know that he's got a lot of fear. So because of that, because of the fear, I would say to you that he doesn't know what's going on anyway. Really. I mean, you couldn't talk to him spiritually or anything else because he doesn't like to listen either. So who hurt him in his life before he married you? Was this the family that hurt him or what?
Oh, yeah, mother and father, definitely.
Yeah, see, he's still carrying that. He never got past what happened. And so, in some ways, he tried to make you the mother, but you didn't accept the job. You see, he tried it, but it didn't work.
Right.
So when that didn't work, he didn't know what else to do. So he's, what's it been, about 5 to 10 years he's been unhappy?
Oh, 10, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
10.
So anything can happen here with this one because he's unpredictable. And one time I told when I first got into this work, yours truly did some channeling for this woman. I didn't know what I was doing. I laid my head down on my desk, on my chair. I told her when her father was going to go. And I didn't know this. And she called me up. She was so happy she couldn't see. Oh, thank you. You helped me so much. I said, what did I do? Well, she told me you told me when my father would pass. I did. And I was not even that. So I've always been careful since, So if they want me to say something,
Sure.
then I'll say it. Then that's okay. So that's where that's at. So your husband's not in a good space, so it's hard to say what he might do. He could stay another year, or he might get in there and they see something, say something to him. Now he's really upset because I think he's still angry at his parents.
Yes.
And that's
I think you're right, Fred.
And he's never resolved it, because if we allow those people to come, I had a similar situation. Okay, if you allow them to take over for us, then what happens there is it's they're in charge still, and that's what he did. He never went past it. So anything's liable to happen here, Andy. So I'm going to say he's working on getting out of here, and he's working on getting out of here. Your mother did a better job.
Yeah, I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much, Fred.
You're welcome.
You guys have a great night.
We will. Thanks for calling in, Andy. Bye-bye. Okay, Fred, let's see where we're at here. Let me double-check everything. Okay, we've cleared that, and we've cleared that, except for... Can you see this coming, Fred?
Oh, God.
We have another Guess the Celebrity game.
Okay.
Read the Celebrity game here on Visionary Awareness on Achieve Radio. This individual, first middle initial is JW. Birthday October 23rd of 1925. 1925.
Oh my God! He just got into being a Scorpio. This ought to be interesting. Let's see what we do with this.
Yeah, and he has been. This man has been on the other side for a few years.
Well, but thanks. So, well, if I'm looking at what I'm looking at, that would make sense. Gee. Somebody's telling me he was ornery. Let's see here. Yeah, here. He was a flip-flop one. Oh, God, he can be cold, too. He can be a bit cold at times. Shut himself down. And, he would be going through his third Saturn return if he was on the planet. Okay. Was this political?
Is this entertainment.
Than anything else?
I'm sorry, I missed that. You.
I said actor. Was he an actor?
Not really. It did a few short acting gigs, but was more known for humor than anything.
Oh, the comedian type stuff. Right. Interesting. Oh God, go again. Here's someone that could also. He could be one person in front of the lights and step off out of the lights and become a total different person. And there was a cold side to him that came in, and then sometimes then he could turn around on a dime and just make everybody fall out of their seats. He wasn't Jewish by any chance, was he?
No. No, he was not.
Because what I'm getting, he come across like that a lot, So I can see the humor. I see the coldness in him, and sometimes, at times too, when he was away from the camera and saying things like this, he could also lose his temper or bury his feelings. I get frustrated a lot too on a personal level. Did he have more than one wife?
Many, yes.
Yeah, and he never was there for them because he was never satisfied. He played the field widely, and he always thought he'd get in there and he'd get with one, and he wasn't with them very long before he was off on another trip. And he made a lot of enemies amongst the women, too.
Yeah.
I would think
that,
on his...
That was well known, yeah.
Yeah, because, he shut down on them. That's what was going on. He shut off, be cold as a cucumber. And then and then he'd get bored with that person, go out and start another one while he was still with the same one. I would almost think at his funeral, the only people who could get in there was the women.
I don't know about that one.
I know. So this is very interesting. Yeah, he had a couple of personalities, and they weren't always cool. I mean, just think of being one person, make everybody fall out of their seats, step off the stage, and become the other person. And then he would suave and sophisticated. When he got older, he got a little sloppy. So
okay,
yeah.
I don't know about that, but
I know.
That makes sense.
I know. Yeah. So who was this one?
Well, let me ask you first. I think you kind of touched on it, but I want to go back over. Very much a flip-flop personality, a totally different personality on stage.
Yeah.
But could be extremely cold and very much of a loner. Is that the way?
Yes. Yeah. When he was off the stage.
Off stage. Yeah. But what would you say about prone to, on occasion, being highly emotional also?
Oh, God. Yeah, but that wasn't in front of any. He wouldn't do this in front of people. He'd fall apart. He probably bipolar or something himself at the time. I think that he didn't have a good upbringing, what have you, either. And he held. That's why he went after all the. Oh, wait a minute. Somebody in his family were very promiscuous as well. And that's where that comes from. So that triggered him to go out and do the very same thing. I almost want to say that he didn't feel loved and what have you, so here comes the women, one right after another. And he could be... When he was younger, a lot of trustworthy, but he started really shutting down when he got older. The older he got, the more closed he became. And he probably was somewhat attractive as well. I wouldn't be a bit surprised being somewhat attractive. Was he tall or seemed like thin? It seemed like thin.
Yeah, was in very good shape his whole life as far as I know.
Well, yeah, but he would be. But the idea is, with all the emotional, it's amazing. He got where he did. Did he get to be up there in years before he passed away?
Yeah, 2005. In fact, I'll give you a hint who it was.
Okay. Oh no!
Here's Jenny.
There you go. See, he was one person on the stage when he was. He did have a lot of wives. It cost him a lot of money.
Yeah. It's. I remember in the '70s making it because he married like three or four Joannes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All Joannes.
And see, that's why he was so good on stage. But boy, when he got off, he could be cold as a cucumber.
Yeah, that was pretty talked about a lot. Yeah.
That's the Capricorn moon, by the way. That's what did that. That's what's so interesting. So it's that makes sense. Yeah, I think he did better when he got out of the physical body. He was much happier. He's much happier on the other side. Much better over there. But see, something happened to him when he was younger and what have you. So he had extroverted on this out on the camera and introverted off the stage. How about that?
Yeah. He was famous for that, which a lot of entertainers are, actually.
Yeah, they are. They really are. He did do a movie. I remember a movie he did. I can't remember what it was. I saw him in something. It's been too long. Anyway, well, that's interesting. So he was almost Scorpio, too. It probably was, if you did a chart, it's probably something like coming in at almost 0 degrees or something. But boy, oh boy, with all the stuff sitting there, he was good looking, that's for sure. Dressed immaculate. And a perfectionist, but then watch out after he's off the stage.
I can imagine. That's everything you said was, or the majority of things were kind of publicly known on all the Hollywood scandal stuff, that all made the rounds. I always thought it was interesting that he and McMahon didn't really socialize, but very small amount.
Mm-hmm. But you think they were best buddies, but it was totally different.
Yeah. Well, in a way, they were doing 90 minutes, 5 days a week for how many years?
Well, that's the part that worked. And when they were off it, they just went separate ways.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, interesting. Those were, in my opinion, very fun days of late night television.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah.
I watched the show all the time. You never knew what he was going to do, but then there comes all the women in his life. Like bingo, it cost him a pretty penny.
Yeah, they used to do a lot of humor about that. In fact, yeah, and it was pretty well known. But yeah, that's interesting. It continues everybody to amaze me how Fred can. Just from birth date and an initial, and occasionally just the initials, pick up so much that applies so specifically to an individual. We've had it just is remarkable. And
yeah, well, that's what I tell you. My drastic dyslexia really helps me out there. Is that where? I mean, I'm serious because look at. I remember I'm lousy with math unless I've got something from you. You could never get me in school or now to do divide or anything like that. But give me somebody's birthday and phone numbers. I remember everybody's. I'm probably half of them wish that I didn't. Like my roommate yesterday, it was his birthday, right? What he said, I had to have him take me to the store, and get something to go with the roast. And he said, well, I'm hiding. I'm not going to say anything. And I was getting out of the car. I said, oh, maybe that's your sister's calling. I'm not talking to nobody today. Oops, okay. But when the cake arrived, he walked in and I said, Mark, look what Joyce made you. And he said, oh, I want some of that right. Do you want it? I said, just a little bit. I got to watch the sugar now. Oh, okay. And it was a mocha, that kind of stuff I don't like, but boy, did she do a good one. I took a picture of it. Now I'm trying to figure out how to send it. I forgot how to do that. Anyway, I will learn computers somehow, some way.
Well, you get, the bare necessities you need to. And
that's right.
The darn things are changing so fast anyway.
Oh, God.
We're going to have almost pure voice control within 5 to 7 years, be my guess.
Yeah, that's what Patrick's been telling me. My son's been telling me this, and his son is just coming along the line, and I said, "Oh my God, I can just picture all this is going to be very interesting." So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Are there any more people out there, or what's? Because the energy's building over here,
Yeah. No new call-ins. A couple people on the lines just listening. Nobody's raised their hands. I do have another one. I was going to wait till the very last because it's a current political situation.
Oh, dear.
But it looks like that's all we've got left on the board, so I will give you this one.
Okay.
An individual with initials ML, November 23rd, 55.
Oh,
and,
19.
The question is about the individual, a politician, and wants to know about the integrity and yada yada, that type of thing.
Ooh.
An honest politician, which is almost an oxymoron, but not quite. But that's.
Yeah, well, most of them aren't, but I'm so tired of political stuff. You know what it's like out here. I won't even tell you. It's like the wasp nest. Probably Sagittarius with that, is he? Yeah, there it is. There first. Oh. Now, this is not good for a man. He's got a Pisces moon, so this screws up some things on him. Let's see what comes in here to balance that out. Right.
Based on that, I better state that this is a female.
Okay, thank you for doing that, because, man, oh, man, yeah, it's worse for a man than it is a woman. My goodness. Whoa. This is a very strong woman. This is a very strong woman. She actually needs the moon in Pisces to calm down everything else I'm looking at here. You don't push this one around much either. Is she in the Senate yet?
Yes, in the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
And that, I think, is what prompted the question. In the Senate, in a difficult race, and there's some questions about her integrity and her loyalty.
Yeah. Okay, because I could see her and Hillary getting into a one-on-one wouldn't be very nice. Yeah, the integrity. See, what I think is what they're getting. Okay, here we go again. Okay, here we go. Sagittarius, Pisces, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Libra, indecisive. Virgo, Scorpio, she's in her second Saturday return. So sometimes she holds things back when she should be speaking her piece. And she also twists things around sometimes because she wants it to work for herself. And sometimes she may be very feminine looking, but sometimes she can also think like a man, and things will come out of her mouth, and all of a sudden it's out there. It's like a bow and arrow. And indecisive. Oh God, what's the word they're trying to get me to say? God. Sometimes she says one thing and she'll mean another. Okay, so if she would straighten her stuff up right now and do this right, she could possibly wind up. I think there's a possibility of her losing this. Is she in a race with another individual?
Yeah, and in fact, a fairly close race at this point.
Yeah, well, she needs to watch out because she could lose this if she doesn't watch out. And if she does it, it's a lesson for her to look at okay, oh, God. She needs to look at the tactics she's been using because it has been a little underhanded. Does that make any sense?
From what I've read, yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, and she's allowing that moon for her to do a little lying, not being all forward, all the way it's supposed to be. Yeah, she needs to watch out. Oh my God.
Yeah, there has been that accusation leveled. Yep. I think that's why the person questioned this.
Yeah. See, this is how it's kind of amazing. So when I got into all this, everybody, I want you all to know, I read and read and read and read. I just was like a sponge. And then I sat down for a long time and read and read and read all the signs. I went backwards and forwards and around and everything else. And then one day I opened this book up and somebody had put this on my desk in Santa Barbara, meaning I was a fair, and I said, what the hell is this? Take it home. You'll be using it. Oh, yeah, I'll open this up. Look, what the hell is this jumble stuff? And would you believe this, 8 months later, I opened this up, sat down, and away I went. Cannot explain that.
There you go. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm not terribly familiar at all. Who this individual is Senator Mary Landrieu.
I don't know.
Landrieu of Louisiana.
Okay.
From a very old political family, I knew that. Moon Landrieu, a couple of mayors of New Orleans. In her family, or her dad, I think, or whatever. But she's in an extremely close, hotly contested race for that Senate seat in Louisiana right now. And,
so is that Republican or is it Democrat?
She is the Democrat.
She is.
She is running because Louisiana is somewhat of a red state. She's running on kind of and it's also a big oil state. She's running on a drill, down with Obama. I'm a good old Southern Democrat kind of a platform.
Right. Well, she could do it, but the idea is what she's been doing could cost her.
Yeah. I mean, I don't follow all that. That close.
No, I know.
But I do know that right now she's being accused. She has like a $1.5 million mansion, Arlington or somewhere right around the Capitol.
Yeah.
Right around D.C. Big, huge mansion, and lists her home address in Louisiana as her dad's place. So they're saying, well, you're not really a resident. You get this huge mansion in I think it was Arlington, but I don't remember.
Right.
But you know, so they're saying that, and that's I mean, that's just a political catfight.
Yes.
Mudslinging nonsense that goes on.
Oh, yes. I wouldn't want to be around there. I wouldn't want to go through that. I've seen it here, and it reminds me. It's like every time they put something on TV, I turn the sound down so I don't have to listen to it.
Yeah, I don't even know who she's running against. That's how little I'm following it. But
right.
I will say the submitter requested to remain anonymous, so I'm not going to mention their name. But darn it, now I'm going to have to look up who she's running against it and have Fred do that person next week so that we have equal time here. We don't get accused of being MSNBC or Fox News, either one.
Oh,
here.
No. Well, the idea is that who knows? Maybe one's no better than the other. We don't know.
They're both pretty slewed. But in any case... That's oh well, we got through that one. It's
I know.
It's probably better for you, Fred, than trying to read on these Al Qaeda and ISIS people that a few people sent in.
Well, let me put it this way.
Yeah,
but what I said on that was basically the dude that's doing this. I mean, I'm not joking. The vision we got, me and this other person, we were working on this, of them cutting off his wavels. Seriously.
Ooh.
And that's when he's captured. And because of what he's done, and believe me, you see, those would be the people that would really mix it up and so forth. And this is what they showed. This was yesterday. Now, as I said before, Germany, England, and the United States
well,
get together.
Fred, let me interject quickly because you might not have seen this story.
Not yet.
In Russia, they have a province that's very heavily Muslim, and one of the Muslim leaders of that province is pretty tight with Vladimir Putin. And he came out and told ISIS that we're going to stomp you into the desert dirt.
See, this I've been waiting to hear this because I know that's going to happen. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it struck me as funny. We might find ourselves once again, 50 years hence, allies with Russia against a common foe here.
Right, it could be, and I mean, Mr. Libra, a flip-flop, that's where he's coming from. And if anybody, that one doesn't know how to tell the truth, boy. It's what works for him. He wants to look good, and what's happening to him, his old ideas don't work anymore, Yeah. But they need to be stomped out as not a religion.
Yeah, it's
no religion.
Even
zero.
Most of the Muslim states are saying these guys never read the Quran, much less follow it. Any rate, we're out of time, Fred.
Okay.
Quick wrap up.
All right, 480-236-5661. Have a positive week for all of you, and we'd send lots of love out. The world really needs light and love. Please do this, and God bless everybody.
All right. Don't forget Fred's website. It's working again now. It's psychicfred.com. Psychicfred.com, the website. And we will be back with another edition of Fred Fassett's Visionary Awareness. Boy, I'll tell you, it's really hard to do my clothes and click all these mouse buttons at the same time. We'll see. We'll see you later, folks, next week. Bye-bye. Lori J's next. Bye.
Looking for a psychic with experience? 47 years as a professional psychic. Visionary Awareness with Fred Fassett. Live after the break.